In Halloween Ends, what's the fate of Corey Cunningham? I think we know. Let's talk about it.
Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, cause you're headed to the Night Watch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I want to take a quick minute to talk about another one of the theories that I've been thinking about that's been going around. We've talked about on live streams and so forth about the role that Corey Cunningham has in Halloween Ends. Now, months and months and months ago, we speculated that Corey was going to be a somewhat important character in this movie, maybe very important, and also what his connection would be to Allison and what his connection would be to Laurie Strode. Well, we've had a lot of images that have come out recently, some from Bloody Disgusting and so forth, and I wanted to talk about one of the big theories that I think we now can pretty much be guaranteed is going to happen. Now, all these things have been in the TV spots and the trailers and the behind the scenes and everything like that. And now, one of the theories that we can kind of get deeper into is something that we have speculated for a long time. So I'm about to talk about one of the plot points I think that is right on the edge of spoiler, because there are a lot of people, the general audience, when they watch the teaser trailer or the TV spots, or if they hear anything from Jamie Lee Curtis or David Gordon Green or whatever, they just kind of hear it and that's it. For a lot of us diehard fans, and also on this platform for YouTube, we go so much deeper than that, and there's just this passion for the fandom. So I'm going to get into pretty much it's spoiler territory. So you have been warned. So some of the new images that have come out, we've seen images of Michael. We've seen images of Michael attacking people, quote unquote people, and so forth. And we also have images of Laurie and new images of Laurie. So I'm just going to put these up here for you guys. One of these images that I thought was really, really cool is this image of Laurie Strode looking outside of the house. And it's just very reminiscent of the Laurie Strode that we saw in John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978. It just looks fantastic. I just love the way it looks. I'm a huge fan of this franchise. I'm a huge fan of the original movie. I'm a huge fan of the character of Laurie Strode. And for me, it's just fantastic just looking at it, just as a still image. I'm just really, really a fan of this image. But here's something else that I want to start to get into that pertains to Corey Cunningham. Now, we've seen in the behind the scenes footage, we have this image here of Laurie Strode outside with the police around. You can see it looks like the EMTs from Haddonfield Memorial right there, and also the sheriffs and the deputies and so forth. You look at her right hand, it's bloody. Now, we saw in the Halloween teaser trailer where, there's the fight in the kitchen, there's the fight in the house. We've seen from the images leaked, or put out, I should say, by Jamie Lee Curtis, where she's looking and sees there's a body on the floor you can see in the back of the image. Anyways, with this image, what I want to talk about how is in the teaser, when you see all the cops coming to the house, you see that image of Jamie Lee Curtis just looking into the camera with the lights flashing and so forth. But here's the other thing that we want to kind of have attention to. We look at this other image, and this is why they were filming. If you look over there, first of all, there's Hawkins right in front of Laurie. Obviously, that scene where he's running towards the camera. And over to the right, you can see Allison. You can't see her that well because someone's in front of her, but also beside her is Lindsay. And let me just pull this up here because that's a much better picture. So we have Laurie, we have Hawkins, we have Allison, and we have Lindsay. Now, who don't we have in this picture? Well, it's Corey. And this is what I've been thinking about for a long time. We know that Corey is going to be a copycat Michael. A lot of theories that have been going around. My own theory is the fact that he's obsessed with Michael Myers, or he's obsessed with the mythology of the boogeyman and what happened, in Haddonfield and so forth. I think he's going to use Michael's identity to kind of empower himself. Whether or not he's, evil, or whether or not he actually kills a bunch of people, that remains to be seen. But I believe, like we saw in the teaser trailer, when that figure is coming up the stairs and we see, quote unquote, Michael opening the door, we know, at least from what we saw in that trailer, that wasn't Michael, because on the left hand we saw the fingers. So I believe that's Corey. Now, we've seen different parts in the trailers and the TV spots where Laurie is facing Michael in the house. I believe that she's going to kill Corey or severely hurt him. And I think in this image, you can kind of get that, because the look on her face, it just kind of looks like she's in shock, right? You see Allison and Lindsay, they're nowhere near her either. So the question is, why would they be like that? If she had killed Michael, I think she would be embraced by her granddaughter. She'd be embraced. She wouldn't necessarily have that look on her face. I think she kills Corey thinking it's Michael Myers, and then finds out that it's not. And obviously this is the aftermath of it. So the way I'm looking at this, guys, and this is theories and speculation that we've had for a long time, and I think it really gives some good concrete evidence that that's what's going to happen, is that Corey is going to be an imposter Michael. Whether he kills people or not, that's kind of left up a little bit to, the question mark. But I think Laurie's going to think he's Michael Myers, and she's going to kill him thinking it's Michael, finds out it's Corey. She's going to be stunned. And Allison, that's her boyfriend, or love interest. So anyways, now the other question I want to pose to you guys, here's the big question that's coming around in my mind. Does this happen in the beginning of the movie, the middle, or at the end? Now, I'm right here, right now, recording this. I don't think it's going to be at the end of the movie. I really, really don't. I think it's going to be somewhere in that first 30 minutes or so of the movie, 40 minutes of the movie, something like that. Because you're going to have Corey. You have to kind of establish him. He's going to be an imposter Michael. Laurie kills him, and then there's going to be the aftermath of that. That's what I think is going to happen, and I'm putting it right here on video. I could be totally wrong. I'm just a fan speculating, but that's what I think. But what I want to know from you guys is, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that these images reveal the fate of Corey Cunningham? Are you putting the pieces of the puzzle together like me? Or do you have another theory? Let me know what the other theory may be. Please give the video a like. That would help support the channel, and I'd really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, what are you doing? We are less than a month away from Halloween ends. This is the time to do it, and we're having a lot of fun with our discussions. So anyways, if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.